I think we're live. Hello, hello. A tap, tap, tap. Is this thing on? Cody, I can see your hand barely moving because you're trying to act like it's froze. What's
I
going
was.
on,
I was.
everybody? We're here.
What's up, Fresh Off the
SWVA
Clock?
all area teams.
Yes,
Cody, if
sir.
you would
A recap on some state championship games.
introduce yourself.
Oh, hi. I forget that I'm not on here often. It's Cody Hatfield, Big Fred. We in the mix. We're going to talk about some SWVA basketball here. Kind of wrap up the season. Go over some championships, all area teams. You know, if you watched the live the other day for Southern West Virginia, we got a big announcement that Big Fred's going to go over for you guys. Also, shout out to our new sponsors. Who is it, Fred?
Oh, sorry. I was
That was
putting the
crazy.
title goes on this, but it doesn't put the title. It's your boy Big Fred. You got Cody Hatfield here. But first, before we get dived into it, shout out to our sponsors for this podcast, Good Sense Supermarket, and our friends over there at First Community Bank in Bluefield, Virginia. Shout out to our sponsors. As you will see, we plan to do a few events with them throughout the year. That's events with an S. And as Cody did say, on April 13th, we had to move the date back up one day. Oh, Cody's called a timeout.
Timeout.
Yes, sir.
I don't see the sponsors on the stream.
What? So is it just us?
I see Appalachian Sports Talk and Fresh Off the Clock, but I don't see the two sponsors in the middle. I don't know.
Oh, so on Facebook, I don't know if you can see me.
Oh, I see it. Never
show.
mind. I see it now. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it. Sorry.
What's up, everybody? We got some viewers in here now. How are we doing?
Hello.
Woo! We were just about to drop some news on you. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Hold on, wait. Let me change the title real quick. Hold on. I didn't put all area teams. It just says SWVA.
Brad, don't do that. You might get copyrighted. Do that.
Oh, yeah. It's all da-da-da. Brother, copyrighted. We had the founder of ESPN on Fresh Off the Clock. What are you talking about?
I don't know if he gave us permission to use that audio.
He did not. I don't think he can give permission to use it. I don't know.
I don't think so either. He sold it. Remember?
Yeah, I don't think he's with the company anymore, but he's still the founder. Shout out to Al Dog, Bill Rasmussen. Shout out to Kevin Sizemore. And shout out to Culture Grill and Cantina right here.
In Bluefield, Virginia.
In Bluefield, VA. The bed what I do, we got Red watching in the comments. How's everybody doing today?
What's up, Greg?
Real quick, I'll say it one more time. Shout out to our sponsors, Goodson Supermarket and First Community Bank in Bluefield, VA. Hey.
Let's go. The GOAT. Big Fred. Let's go.
Brother.
Let's go.
Real quick. First annual, Fresh Off the Clock, All-Star Senior Basketball Game happening at Bluefield State on April 13th. Virginia versus West Virginia. And y'all, the rosters that we already have, and Cody. Cody, we might have secured the dog today, by the way, for SWVA, potentially. Let's stay tuned. So y'all.
Yeah, I need to know the behind the scenes on that.
For real. April 13th, Sunday at Bluefield State. The girls are going to start around 3 p.m. Be there, be square. West Virginia versus Virginia Senior All-Star High School basketball game. It's going to be electric.
Let's go.
For real. If you watched the other stream, we said it was April 12th, but due to the Scott Brown Classic being played the same day in Bedley, we've moved ours over to April 13th. So April 13th on Sunday, 3 p.m. in Bluefield State. Be there, be square, man.
Listen. First of all,
now, Cody, I do got to get my morning routine started.
Hold on. Before you do that, hold on. I think you did it.
Okay,
that's crazy. Okay, first of all, shout out to Big Fred.
You can't see me.
Shout out to Big Fred. You know, he working behind the scenes. You know, he pulled this thing off out of nowhere. It was a complete surprise to me. He called me up. I was at work. He was like, Cody, we're going to do an all-star game. Virginia versus West Virginia. It's my dream.
Brad Rose. He's a viewer that actually texted us. I was like, y'all should do a game. And we've discussed it before.
Yeah.
I don't think we can pull it off so quickly. Well, we were able to. So God is good.
Stop saying we, because this was a you, Big Fred. This was not a we effort. This was a Big Fred effort.
Brother.
You pulled it off, and I'm grateful to be a part of it. This is awesome. This is amazing.
Greg.
Hey, Greg too.
Greg secured the refs today, Cody, by the way. Shout out to my boy Greg, helping me
Okay.
reach out to parents and get these rosters filled up too, man, for real.
All right, I'm glad you told me that because I can tell Tony tomorrow that never mind. So, okay.
Oh, did we freeze? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Well, we're always here to price shop, you know. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Dude, you're hilarious. Battle of the Virginias, but Cody, before we get this thing started, man, I gotta get my morning routine. Let's get right, bro. I got my banana here. I got my bucket of ice water right here. You know.
That's
we got about 10,000 of them, Cody, for real.
10,000. I can't.
Brother, I'm woke up now.
I was never good at ice baths. No, I didn't do ice baths in high school. I didn't do ice baths in college. I ain't doing ice baths now. I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. No.
I'm gonna clip that and put it on TikTok later. To be honest with you,
You should. All right, Big Fred, send us in. Wait. Before we go into the all area team, let's talk about it. We had 3 teams bring home some hardware.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what?
Right. So we have 4 teams representing
Central Wise Lady Warriors.
Back to back.
Shout out to George With.
2 of them. The boys team made it back to state.
Yes.
A little bit.
Shout out to the George With boys. Shout out to the George With girls. And also, Cody, they didn't bring it home. A shout out to the Graham G men for giving John Marshall the closest game they've had in the state championship in 8 years, man, for real.
Yeah, for real. We all know that Graham really is the state championship. We're the state championship winner. Shout out to John Marshall. We know, they're in the Richmond area. They got some kids that they can pick from. NIL, recruiting, whatever. We all know Graham is the state champion. We don't care.
Brother, you heard the coach. Well, you heard the announcers during that game. They said it. They said the coach does a great job getting these kids here. You know? And I'm not going to be the guy that's whining, but it is what it is, Shout out to Markel Ray. That young man earned some respect on that stage too, man. You heard the announcers; they were talking about it.
And Channing DeCibio, they loved them some Channing DeCibio.
Don't worry, they're both on this all area list. Brought to you by Goodson Supermarket and First Community Bank.
Yeah.
Yo.
Hey, what's that jingle? What's the jingle for Goodson Supermarket that you came up with?
Oh, Goodson. Oh man, I'll play it at the end. How about that? I'll play it. I'll sing it at the end. Kevin will.
I want you to sing along with it because it tickles my soul.
So once again, shout out to the state champions, the George With boys and girls. We actually had them on for a SWVA championship special. 1 school, 1 community, 2 state championships. Go watch that video if you haven't. And then also shout out to the Central Wise Lady Warriors. They're a bunch of dogs. Emma McCamus is her, and so is Abby Jordan. Both of them are on this list as well. And we're going to get into it. Cody, do you want me to lead off with boys? You want me to lead off with girls? Now, Cody's been working, so he hasn't seen the finalized list. So it was time to put on me here. So I'm ready to die behind him.
Give me the boys list first, because I feel like I kind of know what the boys list is going to be. The girls list, there's 4 girls on there that I know that are going to be there, but the rest of it, there's so many ballers in the area that it's hard to do a list. So give me the boys first, and then hit me with the girls.
Because, and I'll keep it a buck, Virginia was probably harder than West Virginia, to be honest with you.
Y'all are going to see, okay? I know Fred, he does both sides of the states, and he's got to be, non-biased. I'm biased. I don't care. Southwest Virginia got the amount of athletes in this area is crazy. And I got Southwest Virginia winning this All-Star game.
Cody, we're going to
take that.
See. Cody, we had to think of a
Big Jack.
Public embarrassment bet.
I'm down.
Right, we're both broke, but we got to think of something.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. You can have Jack You can have Jack if Southwest Virginia loses.
And you get James Mason's not going to let that happen.
Serena's not going to let that happen either. So.
Facts. But don't worry, guys. We'll think of something. Maybe the loser gets pied at the end. Something super simple. I'm definitely down to have some have some fun with it. So
can we both bring a pie? Like I'll bring my favorite pie, you bring your favorite pie. That way, at least there's a little bit of enjoyment there at getting pies.
No, we're gonna do whipped cream, and we're gonna get food dye, and we're gonna write Virginia and then West Virginia on them. Kind of hard.
I like that. Okay, so do the colors like blue and gold for West Virginia and maroon and orange for Virginia. I like that idea.
Wait till y'all see these jerseys. Don't even get me started, Code. Anyways,
fine. Okay.
Yeah. Boys all area team. That's what y'all were here, Dan.
Yes.
Cody, we're starting off at the bottom. We're going to the top.
Okay.
Just shook this banana at the camera. Honorable mention starting off from J.I. Burton, Jake Reynolds.
Jake. Go ahead, Jake.
So the thing with these is we figured out with the West Virginia side that if we sit here and we talk about every single pick, this is going to be a 2-hour long. Virginia, we done 3 teams, and then an honorable mention. West Virginia, we only done 2 teams and a 10-man honorable mention. The numbers come out to the same, so that's just what that is. But honorable mention, we got Jade Reynolds from J.I. Burton, Chase Williams from Eastside, Cade Wood from Patrick Henry, Winter Boyd from Richlands, and Lane McCullen from Tazewell. Right there are the boys' honorable mentions. Let's give them a round of applause for real.
I want to say one thing. Maybe the second coolest name in Southwest Virginia is Winter Boyd. Like that's a cool name.
That's the name.
That is a cool name. I like that name.
I'm a fan of Jeb, to be honest with you. That running back who was generational for
Jeb Stewart. Yes, Jeb Stewart. Kid's different for Patrick Henry. Yeah.
They made a little postseason run, man. They turned their entire season over.
Literally, kid is crazy. He'll be back next season, so look forward to that.
Now, third team.
Also, one thing, I can't imagine, like when I was putting these names together and sending them to Big Fred, I couldn't imagine how hard it was for him to decide, second team, third team, first team, honorable mention. So if you feel like somebody should have been on this list or should have been higher on this list, let us know in the comments. Tell us. Let us know so that way we can do the proper sports journalism that we think that we're already doing, and maybe we'll see what happens. Put the kids in front of us. Let us help them get the spotlight they need.
That's why we're here.
That's why I said that we think, because I think that we did it, right?
Oh yeah, no. Listen, y'all. Hours went into both of these lists for real. Hours.
Yeah.
Third team. Starting off from Gate City, Caden Housewright.
Yes, sir.
And then keeping it rolling, Luke Honader from Abingdon. The state champion from George Wythe, Shane Huff.
And also quarterback for the high school team, football team.
Shout out to QB1.
Yep.
Then down there in Grundy, Ethan McClanahan.
Ethan is a walking bucket. Shout out to Ethan.
Then the all-state freshman from Fort Chiswell, Owen Jackson.
Yeah. Just be prepared to see his name everywhere for the next 3 years. Everywhere.
Him and then the young man that we're hitting right now, the killer who went up there to the state championship and went crazy, Cody. Channing DeCivia from Graham. Right there is our third team all area.
Good job, fellas. Shout out to them. I know them announcers were talking about don't expect Channing to be in the maroon and gold next year because he's going to be at John Marshall. I bet he stays.
For real, man. Shout out to all of them young athletes.
Yeah.
A lot of them's going to be back.
Oh yeah.
I think Housewright, DeCivio, and Jackson. I'm pretty sure Shane Huff is the senior. Caden.
He's a sophomore for Patrick Henry.
Oh yeah, they don't be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Ollie Carpenter too from Gate City, man. Young man had a good season. Yes, second team for the boys, all area. Drum roll, please.
Oof.
reigning from Virginia High, the 6'8" sophomore phenom, Landon Lee.
Landon Lee. Kid is an animal under the rim. Animal.
And you'll notice a lot of these kids on these lists come back, man, for real, which is crazy. The area's in great hands. Keeping it rolling from Central Wise, the freshman, the killer, Ian Haynes.
Can I pause you?
Please.
Ian Haynes, like Emma just broke the scoring record, second all time in the state of Virginia for scoring in a career. Ian's going to challenge that, and I guarantee it. Ian will challenge that. Coming from the same school, he's a freshman. He's going to challenge that. Just be prepared to watch this kid's greatness over the next 3 years.
You know, that young, for him to step on the court and done what he done as a freshman, special. And he has there are some big shoes to fill. And we're going to talk about it when we get to this first team. Also, the all-time leading scorer. I don't know the history, but the greatest athlete in Lehigh High School history.
Oh, absolutely.
Brennan Pendergraft.
Yeah. Greatest athlete in Lehigh history. I think his dad
up in the record books, cuz what?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure his dad was the greatest athlete in Lehigh history back in the 90s up until now. Son steps in. Sorry, Dad. Blew out all the records that there were to blow out in football and in basketball.
I think his uncle was a quarterback. I think it might be his uncle that held the record. Sorry,
his uncle,
Brennan,
his dad.
If you watch this, or Pops, if you watch this, correct us in the comments below.
Please. Also, shout out to him. He made it to the Nationals in indoor track. That is, I mean, the kid is one of the most special athletes. He doesn't get talked about enough. You know, we are huge fans of him, for real.
And another one that we're a big fan of, reigning from Union. I thought that this young man was a senior.
Me too.
Cam Bostic.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Cam.
A thorn in Graham High School's thigh in every sport.
Real. Cam is going to go down. I believe he's already the leading scorer in Union history, correct?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And he's a dog at soccer. Obviously, football, QB1, and also, what was he, first team All-State DB? Yeah, no, that young man's an animal. Also, he was second team All-State in basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know what Coach Boston feeds that young man, but he feed him.
It's definitely Wheaties. Definitely Wheaties.
Wheaties for real. Mm-hmm. Then from Chilhowie, also from the All-State list, Will Goodwin. Chilhowie was someone that didn't get too much in the spotlight because of the stardom in the area, but that man Will Goodwin made sure to get his name out there for sure. Really,
that team was one of the best teams in our area too, and I mean they fought tooth and nail every game. If they weren't blowing you out, they were in the game. They didn't lose by much. So that team was great this year. And shout out to Will. Congratulations to all the guys so far that's made this list.
And the last selection for second team all area, the state champion from down there in George Witt, David Good Jr.
Go ahead. DGJ,
bro, that's hard. What?
DGJ.
Hey, Cody, we got first team coming up, man. We got first team coming up.
I know that first team. I know this had to be hard for you, Big Fred, because them kids you just announced, man.
I'll be honest with you. First team was the easiest. Filling out, brother, these 15 names I just read, you could almost rotate them in any order.
In any order, from honorable mention to second team. In any order, from honorable mention to second team. I mean, you could realistically put those kids in any order.
No, for real.
But these top six, I kind of feel you. These top six, they were the guys.
These are the layups.
What do they say? These are the Himothies. The Himothies.
And the Himothies, hey hard, high end. Heads hit into it.
That's it.
The junior forward from Lebanon.
Oh yeah,
This
Mr.
is
Energy.
a Mike Reese fan podcast at this point, Cody.
Mr. Energy. Let's get into it.
Energy, bro. Mike
Not
Reese,
the,
first team, dog.
not the energy. Energy.
Mike Reese.
That's silly.
He may be the first athlete on this list to make first team both basketball and football for us.
I
So
mean,
shout out to our
absolutely.
Mr. Athlete of the year at this point, for real.
I mean, he is.
And I bet you he's involved in baseball too.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. Kid, special type of
Lebanon
talent.
feels like their best sport's probably baseball, and they had two very good teams this year.
I was going to say, yeah, that's hard. That's hard to compete with because football they did great, basketball they did great. Baseball kind of feels like it should be their best sport, but also soccer. Their soccer team, I think, is undefeated right now.
I bet. I bet you Toby's a dog at soccer, huh?
Toby probably plays baseball. I know his older brother Gray played baseball. He's pretty good at baseball too. So I'd say Toby probably plays baseball.
It's in the blood. Shout out to Mike Reese, first team forward.
Absolutely.
Keep it rolling, Cody. Another George with Maroon. This was a layup, right? He was the Class 1 Player of the Year.
Layup.
Young man's going to be playing basketball on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And Tuesdays, right? Reed,
and sometimes
Turner,
Thursdays.
George with Maroon. He made the first team, young man.
Go ahead,
Going
Reed.
into halftime of that state championship game, they thought he was going to break Matt McClung's scoring record. He had 27.
Yeah, the scoring record was what?
48.
40. So they thought it was 48 was the record, and he was on pace to get 50. So
he finished with 30. They kind of pulled the dogs off, obviously.
Sometimes you got to call the dogs.
Young man he has a long career ahead of him.
Exactly. It's best for him. Yes, it's great names in record book, but his education and his career going ahead of him, it's a little more important. So
for real,
absolutely.
Now, Cody, the big brother, the big K Wood,
the big man,
Henry,
6'7". Cole Kaywood, 6'7". I mean, kid moves like a point guard. He controls the ball. He's under the rim. He's a menace. You can't move him. Cole Kaywood, kid special. I can't wait to see where he plays next year because he's obviously going to play in college. Yeah.
Then Cody, reigning from Virginia High, Deontay Moselle.
Hey.
Deontay had a heck of a career, let me tell you that much.
Heck of a career.
Shout out to that young man, and I'm hoping that he also has the same chance to play at the next level because that young man,
no doubt,
menace.
No doubt in my mind that every one of these kids will play at the next level in some sport. There's no doubt in my mind.
For real.
Yeah.
Now, Cody, these next two guys, you can expect to see them at Bluefield State on April 13th because they've already committed to come.
Both of them. There's one guy. I don't know who one of these two is, but I haven't heard one of their names from Graham. And if you're telling me he's committed to coming, man.
Oh,
I already
you think
know.
Martell's not playing in this game, Cody? You're crazy.
I already know. Oh, well,
bro,
West Virginia doesn't have a chance. West Virginia ain't got a chance.
Ivory's got the cool Ray. He ain't hesitate. What? Hey, they want the smoke, Cody.
Listen.
Shout out to the man. Listen, we're doing awards on Sunday. I'll be honest with you. This is what the coaches think around the area. He's probably going to be our player of the year, and it's not spoiling nothing for you. I promise you, because these are from the coaches and they're from the media. I was going to announce his name last, but since we're on him, Markel Ray. What a career that
Cool Ray
had, man.
Cool Ray is such a cool nickname. That's such.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, his pops is cool, man. Listen, that's from down the road. All I'm saying,
Pipeline.
Listen, Graham Funnel. All I'm saying. But legendary career at Graham.
Legendary.
One of the greatest athletes in recent quarter of the area. Honestly, that young man. I'm hoping
his picture will definitely be hanging in the walls.
For real. That man Markel went out there on arguably kind of like a national stage, right? Statewide stage. And he was with some true Division I athletes on that court. and he made himself known.
You can absolutely say that's a national stage. You're playing against a top 12, top 10 nationally ranked team. You can say that's a national rank. That's a national stage. And
hey, shout out to Todd Baker, man, for real, huh?
Shout out to Todd.
And then Cody, the last one you can expect to see on April 13th at Bluefield State. From Central Wise.
No, my guy.
Ethan Collins.
Ethan, let's go.
Hey, we're fans of Ethan over here.
Huge fans.
Really, a dog.
He's
a dog, bro.
He's not the guy that every night he's not going to put up 30 every night. He'll give you 40 when he needs to, but he is the guy that is consistently perfect in all stat lines. I mean, he'll give you 15, 10, 8, 12 with 2 steals. You know what I mean? Like he's the guy that does everything for that team. He was the glue. He was the engine that made them go. Can't wait to meet him in person. Can't wait to see all these guys at our All-Star game. It's going to be exciting, and I got Virginia by 20.
I'm 20. Hey, over here in West Virginia, Cody, listen, I'll be honest with you. There's been some SWVA guys who had plans that day or they're playing in other games. But over there in West Virginia, Cody, we got some of the best suiting up, trust for real. I cannot wait to see it.
Down here in Southwest Virginia, we welcome the competition. Iron sharpens iron.
And we don't see, man. We don't see.
What did Shannon Sharp say? OKC, KFC, I'll see you later. Southwest Virginia by 20.
We'll see what Britt Beasley the third got to say about that, though. Let's go, baby. Come on now.
BB3,
baby. So boom, first team round up real quick. So the first team is Mike Reese from Lebanon, Cole Kaywood from Patrick Henry, Reed Kurtner from George Wythe, Ethan Collins from Central Wise, Deontay Moselle from Virginia High, and Markel Ray from Graham. Congratulations, young men. Y'all are the first off the clock SWVA first team.
Hey, what a run Graham is on right now. What a run Graham is on right now. They got a cheerleading state championship, a football state championship, basketball team made it to the state championship, which we all know de facto state champions. Who cares? What an absolute run! And there were some individual awards in like indoor track had some state champions. I'm pretty sure the wrestling team had a couple state placers. I think their cross country team had a couple of state placers, state champions too. Like what a run right now that Graham is on.
Graham, George Wythe went up there and won 2 state championships, dog. That's insane to me. Grease the polls.
It's insane.
I know that parade was live.
Girls and boys, they went up there. Didn't they win it on the same day too? Imagine that bus ride on the way back home, bro.
Dude, what? Imagine being the Luttrell family, cuz.
Right.
What? Kids won something, man? That's amazing. For real. Shout out to that family.
I know if it was my family and we did one state, because no matter what, every Friday we'd like to go out to eat. If it was my family, me and my sister one state on the same day, we'd go to Culture Cantina and Grill, Bar and Grill. You like that, didn't you?
And to go there, we would have to stop by First Community Bank to take some money out. But if we didn't want to eat out, Cody, we either took that home, so we'd have to stop at Goodson's. You see what I done there? Hey, that's kind of hard, to be honest with you. That's hard. And also, since we're here, don't worry, we're gonna talk to a lot of Central Wise on these lists for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to the girls and the boys. Listen, any schools that like have just some dogs on both sides, it's always so cool to cover.
Always.
Graham was one of them. George Wythe was one of them. Obviously Central Wise was one of them. Right? Virginia High was one of them. Just good competitive basketball from the boys and girls just kind of fulfills the podcaster's heart.
It does.
Honestly.
It does. All right, Fred. Now,
Cody.
Yeah.
This was probably the hardest thing, to be honest with you. The boys was hard, but these girls, buddy, I was sitting here losing sleep to I can't leave this person off. I can't leave this person off. It was brutal, brother. It was brutal for real.
I said it at the beginning of the season, and I'll say it now. Southwest Virginia girls basketball is a cult. and there's a reason behind it. It is some of the most competitive basketball in the country, and I really stand by that. I don't think there's more competitive basketball outside of like AAU circuits. But if we're just talking regionally, I really don't think there's more competitive basketball for the girls' side of the sport.
Before we get into this, brother, we need to go ahead and get 10,000, my friend.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little dunk real quick. This is something that I do at least 25 times a day on the regular. Now, at least. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Nice.
All I need now here is Mesa giving me a plate of food as I record myself eating. Dude, my beard is frozen right now. What?
I bet.
Hold on, guys. Sorry, pause. That's a little difficult. Fred got cold. Dude, those little memes are hilarious. I got my banana here too, just as a prop. I was gonna open it, but I'm not hungry, and I didn't want to waste a banana because I enjoy breakfast, dude. I've mastered the blueberry pancake, and I put that up against anybody.
I don't like sweets.
Besides my mom, because Melinda can throw down. But anyways, now that I'm awake, for the girls, all area teams, this is what everyone was really waiting for. I had text messages today asking me, when are we releasing the list? Yeah. Because obviously Cody's a dad. He's now blue collar Cody. He has a life. Things happen. I'm also super busy too. I've been sick. Right. We were kind of supposed to do this last week, to be honest with you. Then I caught the flu. So I didn't stream Pokemon. I had to edit out coughs out of interviews. We've been hit with every reason to not do this. So we're here. We're getting it out the system. People's been asking for this, and it's here. So let's get into it. Honorable mention, girls from the Southwest Virginia area, goes as follows. From East Side, Shelby Stanley. Fun fact about Shelby, he races stock cars.
That's cool.
What a crazy hobby to have.
There was a Disney movie about that back in the day.
And a few of the other, we had Coach Funk. Terry Funk stepped down. That broke my heart, dude. Sweet woman. Love her to death.
Great lady.
Coach Funk was fire. Whatever she chooses to do, she'll do it great, for real. Love her. Then from Union, Caitlin Witt. Caitlin was a dog. She was a dog this year.
She was.
Speaking about dogs over there from Virginia High, and I think she's a sophomore. She's a sophomore, I think. So that team's in great hands.
She's a sophomore. Great hands.
Then from Abington, Lauren Baker.
Go ahead, Lauren.
And then first time we've said this name in a while, from Narrows, Carson Reed.
Carson.
Narrows. I'm not sure what the boys really done, to be honest with you. I know when Collier left, they lost a lot. That young man was everything. Yeah. For real. So there's the honorable mention goes as Lauren Baker from Abington, Carson Reed from Narrows, Caitlin Witt from Union, Caden Harris from Virginia High, and Shelby Stanley from Eastside. There's your honorable mentions. Now let's get into the third team, Cody. And this is something else to where you can probably change out a lot of these girls from second to honorable mention, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not second team. This third and this honorable mention, you can just kind of flip-flop if you really want to. Whatever.
You're saying very interchangeable?
Yes.
Okay.
So boom. Leading us off, speaking of Eastside Spartans, Drew Damron. That young girl, she's a coach's daughter. She's a dog. I believe she's only a sophomore or a junior.
Yeah.
Team's in great hands. Sticking it over there with Virginia High, Maddie Davis. Right there we go, too. That's just another dog.
Go ahead, Maddie. Dog.
And then we're back home at Homemaker, Cody. Carrie King. I think Carrie is she a friend? I'm pretty sure Carrie.
I think so, yeah. No. Miller was the freshman. King might be a sophomore, underclassman. I know she's an underclassman. Farmer was the freshman.
Oh, former was the freshman. Sorry, that team's in great hands.
Great hands. That Honecker team.
And Nolte's graduating. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Then from Kaylee Sykes. Hey, that's a Ridgeview team that went to war, man, multiple times.
Went to war.
Then from the state champions, the George Wythe Lady Maroons, Atterbury.
Yes.
And then this was a fun one, to be honest with you. From Twin Springs, Kinsey Gillenwater. That Twin Springs team,
Kinsey. Congratulations.
They got started slow, but brother, they was making some noise at the end. They I know in the noise. In the what's what I'm trying to think of, in like the regional bracket or whatever. I think they beat Eastside in the first game, and then they took Homemaker to like the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in the regional district or regional, I can't remember which one it was. But in the playoffs.
Regional, I think regional. Twin Springs team was a little bit of a threat. It's big props to her for real. So third team goes as Drew Damron from Eastside, Maddie Davis, Virginia High, Carrie King from Homeacre, Kinsey Gillenwater from Twin Springs, Kaylee Sykes from Ridgeview, and Abby Berry from George Wythe.
Congratulations to everybody.
All right, Cody.
It is. These two next teams, the second and first team, man. I got some names in my head.
Code. Different, bro. Yeah. Leading us off from J.I. Burton, Sarah Williams. Hey, shout out to Azzy Hammonds, too. For real. Shout out to Azzy.
Miss 2K.
Miss 2K. Then from John Battle, Kara Kelly.
Listen, Kara Kelly is a walking bucket. Literal walking bucket.
Hold on. Oh. I'll be honest with you, Code. We're going to put Azzy Hammonds on the honorable mention. I don't know how she didn't make it at least. That might be a fumble on us, to be honest with you.
When you said that, I was wondering how she didn't make I thought third team, second team. Miss 2K is kind of crazy not to be on these lists.
That's on us.
Yeah.
So we're getting her on our graphic. I promise you that.
Yeah. No, she honorary all area Azzy Hammonds. Azzy Hammonds.
For real.
Because she deserves to be on there.
She's on there. For real.
Yeah. Glad you caught that. Because we was going to have a conversation about that after this live ended.
Facts. So we got Sarah Williams from J.I. Burton. We got Kara Kelly from John Battle. We got another George Wythe Lady Maroon, Caroline Harris. Listen. Hey, that team's nothing but a bunch of dogs and all-staters for real.
When you win state, you got to expect to have multiple players on the list because you don't win state off of one player. It's a team effort.
Hey, and shout out to Coach Dud. I believe it's Dud Williams. He's an Eagles fan. Go Birds, man. Birds. Dude, that guy had a crazy run. What?
Yeah.
Eagles win the Super Bowl. They beat the Chiefs. Then a month later, you win a state championship. What a run that guy's on.
What a 30-day run that is.
For real. Then going back to Homeacre with the Code, Kaylee Miller. She was one of the dogs on
that. Yeah.
Now, Cody, these next two, my friend, I'll be honest with you, if they had heavy arguments for the first team. Heavy arguments. It's almost like the first team has 8 spots in my head, to be honest with you.
If we could have gave 8, if we could have gave 8, definitely. I think I know who you're about to say.
Oh, brother. Ella Dale.
Yeah.
Graham G. Ladies.
What a season.
Ella like that.
What a story.
Dog.
Like that. That is
and
the
you
definition
can expect to see her live. April 13th at Bluefield's first ever West Virginia versus Virginia All-Star Senior Game. Code A. Ella's locked in, Code, for real. Hey, we got some dogs showing up on us. Oh, also you can see Sarah Williams there from J.I. Burton. I'm telling you, we got these teams filled out now. All right, now we got some dollars coming, Cody.
Listen. I might have been boasting a little bit on the boys' side. Fred, there's not a chance. There's not a chance. We'll have to do a double. We'll have to do a double bet for the boys and the girls because I'm telling you, not a chance.
I'm down. That girls West Virginia team, Cody. We have like the best girls in the entire area showing up.
Yeah,
the best.
You got to be. I get it. That's your state. Cody, there's two girls. Those are your people.
There's two Virginia girls that if they show up, Cody, bets off the table. You get what I'm saying?
If these two girls show up, it's over.
This is the last second team, or in my head, the extended first team from Central Wise, Abby Jordan.
Abby Jordan. That's it. I can imagine how hard it is not putting her on first team.
Brother, what?
I can imagine.
To be honest with you. Because she's a dog, Coach. She's a dog for real.
First team All-State. I mean, I get it. I get it.
We're in the process. We're trying to get Abby and Emma there, Cody. If them two show up, brother, I'm gonna be eating a pie at the end of the night. For real. That's tough.
You're gonna say three names on this first team or all area team. That if they show up, you might as well let them play with the boys. You know what I mean? Like you might as well scrap.
Oh yeah,
because these girls on this first team are insane. And not only do I believe they're the best girl basketball players in Southwest, I believe they are the best basketball players. Oh yeah, they're just all around best basketball players. So go ahead.
So second team round up real quick. Caroline Harris from Georgia Wythe. Kara Kelly from John Battle, Kaylee Miller from Honaker, Sarah Williams, J.I. Burton, Ella Dales from Graham, and Abby Jordan from Central Wise. That is your second team, or just an extended first team, to be honest with you. There's some killers on that team. And then we did make the executive decision to put Azzy Hammonds on the list. So she is going to be on the graphic as well. Shout out to her for a legendary career.
Legendary career, J.I.
Cody, the first team. You ready for it? Which one you want first? But from Fort Chiswell, Blair Jackson. Let's just get into it. Hey, Blair was a dog this year, Cody. Blair was like that. That Fort Chiswell team was like that for real.
That Fort Chiswell team knocked out Honaker, did they not?
Yeah, no, Cody, we might have left a girl or two off, and we apologize for that. Don't worry.
That Fort Chiswell team, great head coach, great players. Oh, he said I gotta let Macy in. I thought something happened to her. I'm best friend.
Oh no! I'm
nervous. Morning routine.
Yeah, no, I've already done my face
twice.
Twice. And when I done it, I said, all I need is Mason to bring me a plate of food.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. So, first team, Blair Jackson, Fort Chiswell, dog.
Absolutely, dog.
Cody, she might be there on April 13th. Stay tuned. Then going up to Abington, AJ Ainsley Trevette.
If she's there, I'm telling y'all, if she's there, she's a junior. She D1 offers. D1. She's got like 7 D1 offers already. If she's there, book it. Wrap it up.
It's a senior game.
Oh, that's right. It's a senior game. Oh, I don't care. She plays like a senior. Let's get her in. That'd be unfair. I'm sorry. That'd be unfair. She'll be there next year, though.
I'm here to watch Maddie Brosty do work, bro, from James Monroe for real.
She's so tough. She's actually tough. I'm not even gonna hold you on that.
Now, going back to George Wythe. Sorry. Right, we're just basically at this point honorary Maroons. I told the George Wythe girls they go back to back. I'll get the logo tattooed on my thigh, or just somewhere that you can't see it. Back maybe like my shoulder. I don't know.
Any OG fresh off the clock fans in here? Remember our 4-hour tattoo session where Charlie got the logo tattooed on his leg by my brother? We can get another one, Big Fred, just for you and the George Wythe team.
I'll be honest with you. I think if it happens, I'm going bicep, to be honest with you.
Put it out there.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
What? Because then I'll do the fresh off the logo tattooed beneath it, and then brother, we're locked in for real. And shout out
Locked
to
in
George
for
With for real.
Shout out to
Michaelan Latrell, first team all area. We knew that one was coming. She's a dog for real.
Dog.
Now going back to Gate City with it. Jaden Caraco. Shout out to her as well. First team, without a doubt, no question.
I've said it a couple times on here that they're a walking bucket. She is the bucket. Okay, that is, she is
the bucket, Cody. She is
one on one with any girl in Southern West Virginia, Southwest Virginia. She's gonna give them buckets. I don't care who it is. She's gonna give them buckets. 2-time All-Stater right there. Literally one of the purest scores you'll watch on film, for sure.
Well, Cody, the last name we drop is the obvious one, and that might be the purest score you'll ever see in your life. But
second. Go ahead.
First, we're going over there to Homeacre, Cody. Elena McNulty, layup, right? You knew she was going to be on here, right?
She was the player of the year for Class 1. So, I mean,
exactly. That was a layup.
How do you not have her on here? Yeah, because that girl is the Charles Barkley of Southwest Virginia. Walking double-double. She's going to give you 19 and 37 any night. I don't care. You can't out-hustle her.
That's another true Division I talent.
True Division I talent. She's on the boards. She's down low. She's fighting hard. Once she gets to college, they'll probably push her over into more of like a guard, a D3 type of person. But she is the definition of hustle.
That will complain when we use the term true Division I talent.
Yeah.
Well, she has. I'm pretty sure she has some Division I looks. So kick rocks, everybody.
Yeah. They have Division I looks at least.
And this girl's committed to Eastern Tennessee. The girl of the year, player of the year for us. This is another one. Everybody knows who it is.
Everybody.
Emma McCamus from Central Wise. Legendary career.
Most likely
record in kills in volleyball. She's an all-time scorer in Virginia State history.
Second.
She's the greatest basketball player in her county's history.
Most likely the Gatorade Player of the Year for Virginia.
She was put up for a McDonald's All-American bid. That says it all. Emma McCamus, right there we go.
National Player of the Week for USA Today. I mean, the accolades are there. They're there.
Layup, right?
Yeah. Would love to have her at the All-Star game, but I don't even want to.
Honestly, if she doesn't play, she's already going Division I, right? That's Division what that's not to play.
Yeah, future career. Don't do it. We don't need to worry about injuries coming and playing in our exhibition game. So, but if she was there,
if she want to pull up and just get some work in, we will make sure that you get some low minutes, but you get some buckets too.
Shoot some threes, sign some autographs. You're gonna be in the WNBA one day. Come on over,
brother. I'm getting an autograph. You think I'm crazy if I want? I will, for real.
I promise you.
So first team to wrap it up, we got Jaden Caraco from Gate City, Michaelan Latrell from Georgia With, Blair Jackson from Fort Chiswell, AJ Trevette from Abington, Elena McNulty from Homeacre, and Emma McCamus from Central Wise. There's your first team.
Congratulations to all 15, 16 of these young ladies. A successful, fantastic season of basketball, Fred. You said
actually
18?
24. We listed 24 names.
Oh, we listed 24. All right. Shout out to all 24 of these young ladies. Shout out to all the teams in Southwest Virginia. It was one of the more successful basketball seasons that I can remember in Southwest Virginia.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime you get a chance to have 4 teams playing for a state championship, you bring home 3 out of the 4. We'll call it what it is, 4 out of the 4. But that's a good season. That is a dang good season. Absolutely.
Real.
No.
Everybody, we've been on here for almost an hour. The West Virginia one was only 35 minutes, but we got Cody on here. He's a talker, man. Love him to death.
I like to talk. I got a lot of details, man. I'll be watching these kids. I pay attention to them. I got a lot of details.
So we're starting to leak some baseball into it. In Virginia, we got soccer going on right now too. We're going to try to tackle some track and field as well. Be patient with us as we get the All-Star game set up. We still have our camp June 14th, 7-on-7 in lineman camp. We have to get that buttoned up as well. We have a lot of behind-the-screen stuff going on, which is super cool.
Yeah.
For real, super cool. While I'm here, I'm gonna do a quick little thing. If the right person sees this, it can change the game for him. Across the state line, very close down there in Bradshaw, the Riverview baseball team, all of their games are on the road this year because when the floods come through last month, they lost everything. They lost the fence, the batting cage, the pitching machine. They lost the scoreboard. They lost equipment. They lost everything. So if anyone knows how to help, they have an idea of where to look, where to go. Colleges cannot donate equipment. I already went that route. The NCAA says no to that, so they're not allowed to donate equipment, which sucks. So for real, if any coach that watches this, y'all have an old batting cage sitting back there that needs to be put together, that you don't mind to donate it, I know that team would really enjoy it because those kids, I want to try to help them get at least a senior night this year, to be honest with you, right? They deserve it, for real. So shout out to our sponsors for this. First Community Bank, shout out to our friends down there in Bluefield, VA. You can expect to see us doing some more work with them. And also shout out to Culture Grill and Cantina. That's a family friend. As always, we do love them. And then Cody. Super good, like Goodson Supermarket. What? That's Goodson Supermarket. Yeah. What?
Oh, what's Cam Newton?
Oh. Whoa. Hey, Cody, we need 10,000 of them. That's the first 10, off the clock, all period teams, buddy. We're out of here.
We're out of here. Congratulations to everyone. Let's go. What?
Be sure to give us a follow. My birthday's Saturday, so dude, that ended at the perfect time.
Please,
Cody, we're done.
Like, share.
We didn't say share the video one time, did we? That's hilarious.